up, you guys? It is Mary,
And Amma.
and today we are back with another review from Christine's new book. And this time we are going to be talking about chapter 11, you all. And I believe this chapter is called.
You have to meet her.
Yes.
So here we are. TLC has approved a family show about polygamy. And Janelle and Mary, they are really wanting another wife. Christine does not understand why. She thinks they're fine as they are. She was thinking maybe because down in retrospect, she thinks maybe it was because she was no longer the mediator for Mary and Janelle. Because remember, she had declared that they were no longer friends. Mary and her were no longer friends.
Right.
Um, she felt that she also felt maybe because there was like maybe some loneliness, maybe the wives were feeling lonely because they each had their own apartments. Before they were sharing a kitchen, so they will see each other at the kitchen, cook together, that kind of thing, have some kind of camaraderie in Wyoming. But now each person had their own kitchen, their own apartment.
Right.
So yeah, so she says that, but she felt that after 16 years of working together, struggling together, going from young wives to young mothers, she just didn't think it was wise for them to tip this balance.
Right.
After all, they were also stretched financially. Okay.
Yeah.
So she just did not think it made sense. Now, Mary and Cody, though, went on a date to a church event in December 2009. And that's where they met Robyn. Now, remember in the book, Becoming Sister Wives, when they talked about this meeting? But I remember him saying that he met Robyn at a church. If you guys,
Yeah, he
didn't
saw
he
her
say
at
he met
first at
her
a
at church
church.
before? Well, like that was the first time he met her, right? That he saw her in church. So I just wonder to myself that did he know, like he met her in church, he felt something, she felt something, was he inquiring about her,
I
right?
think so. I wouldn't put it
And
past
I
him.
just wonder about that. I mean, why would you go to a church event when you're going for a date with Mary and Robyn happens to be there?
Right.
I'm just suspicious of Cody. I'm just really suspicious of him. What do you guys think? Do you think that Cody manipulated this thing for him to go and be there when Robyn was there in December of 2009? I think he probably did. Probably talked to one of his friends, probably the one who was having the event.
Right.
Was like, oh, you're interested in her? Yeah, she also likes you. Yeah, she will like to join your family. Yeah, why don't you come? Hey, Mare,
Murph.
um, I would love to take you out on a date. Yes, there's a church event going on. Really? Oh my God, I would love to go. And then you go and there's Robyn. And then they're dancing and he's pretending like he keeps on glancing over to Robyn, keeps on glancing over at her, right? And then Mary's like, just go ahead, Cody, and dance with her. You know you want to. Come on. And she goes into this thing of what? I'm a wife, but I'm also like your sister or your what, like your mother who is lovingly encouraging. The whole thing is just too weird for me.
Yeah, because I mean, I do
Mary, I
remember that
feel was so
Yeah, 'cause
go ahead.
I do remember that Cody said that he had locked eyes with Robyn at church before, and then Mary said that I think that Mary had said that she had gone to some church event and that Robyn was also there or whatever, and that he kept on looking over and he told her to go dance with her. So and then Mary kind of took credit for like, oh, that's how they met each other. But Cody talks about another time he had already seen Robyn before that party.
Mhm,
So I'm just kind of
mhm.
like, maybe Mary was thinking that she was, helping him or whatever. Because remember, they were
Yeah,
in the worst place of their marriage ever. And you know
yes,
how Cody's can
yes,
sometimes be manipulative. So
yes.
I
And
just,
remember Remember when she foolishly was talking about how, and it's not even foolishly, because I can see how this stuff goes down. You're in the worst part of your marriage, and you're just like, you're trying, you bond over him wanting somebody else. At least he's spending time with you.
It's so
And you're
weird.
grasping at every little time. You're grasping just like how Cody grasps onto the noodles on his head. She grasping, to any little thing that he's willing to give her in this relationship at this
Right.
time. So anyway,
Yeah,
let me
I
not
mean,
laugh
she
at
was
Cody with the noodles on his head, because I know that's one of the things I admire about him. The fact that he has held on to the scraggly hair that he had, because one time when I was losing my hair, and sometimes I still do from medications that I take and all that, but I mean, I really admire that. I was like, I should have been holding on to all those little strands.
oh my god.
Because his hair is still on his head. Every time I see the hair, I'm always so surprised. Anyhow,
Well,
okay,
your hair has
so where
definitely grown a lot more than Cody's, okay? After you cut your hair off, your hair continued to blossom. Like I told
right,
you
it
it
did.
would.
It did actually. Right, it did. It did actually blossom. Thank you. Okay, so anyway, during this date, uh, as Christine says that Cody was initially he was worried about the age gap. She was 30, he was 40. Christine, you guys are. I promise you, Christine, Cody wasn't worried about that.
Right.
Okay, he was thrilled about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was also worried that, here's this woman, divorcee, has 3 kids. When a man really wants a particular woman, this is something we got to know. He doesn't care.
No.
He doesn't care about anything, any stuff that you might think is like a downer. He doesn't look at it that way. He doesn't care. He just wants what he wants.
Yeah.
Um,
Very true.
anywho, yeah. Anyhow, so Cody was initially, right? He was worried about Robyn joining the family. However, very soon after that initial thought, he comes and says he has a testimony that Robyn is to join the family. All right.
You
Mary
got a
was on
testimony.
board right away, right? Janelle was reserved. Christine says she just panicked. First of all, she felt left out because she had not met Robyn yet.
Right.
Okay. 2 weeks after the church event, okay, Robyn visits the house. Cody starts going down there every weekend to see her. Remember earlier we talked about the fact that he worked during the weekdays?
Right.
So he wasn't around during the weekdays, and then he was home during the weekends, which Christine really loved because he was there, for the children and for the wives. Well,
Right.
guess what? He stopped being there on the weekend. He starts going down to see Robyn every single weekend.
Wow. That's wild.
Yes, this was the first mistake. Okay, the first mistake was putting Robyn above 15 other people.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
should have let Robyn get used to the polygamy lifestyle right away. Okay. He should have let her know I can see you once every 2 weeks. Right? How is she getting 2 days out of the week and she's not even married yet?
Lord have mercy.
Your wives are getting you, the 15 people in your life are getting you 2 days out of the week. You gonna give this woman 2 days out of the week? Those 2 days? Because you need to get to know her, bruh. You get to know her after you have married her. Already you have decided you got the testimony, right? So if you got the testimony, you should have been fine. You should be like, okay, I got my testimony. She's supposed to be part of the family. So
Right.
you did not need to go and be on some dating spree when you're a whole fool married to 3 women and having 13 kids, man. Well, one was on the way. She was pregnant with Truly.
Jeez.
I
Mess.
mean,
I mean, I feel
I
like
tell you.
Robyn definitely, like, unlike the otherwise, I feel like Robyn definitely let Cody know from the beginning how things were going to be and what she expected of him. And I think he kind of, I don't know, maybe he kind of liked that because she wasn't like super, like, she wasn't like, oh my God, this is Cody, he's my crush, da da da. Like, she kind of like, she wasn't like all over him. And I think he kind of liked that. I feel like he also kind of liked that with Janelle, but like he liked it on another level with Robyn because like once she's like, this is what you're gonna do, this is what's required, and like this is what I need. Like she kind of already set the precedence before she even came into the family with how she already kind of set the precedence of like how things were going to be regardless. Like I think the wives should have taken that and been like, hold on, wait a minute. But I feel like the wives were
You
very
see,
much
I
like
think
bending to
she did
Cody's
that.
will. I mean,
Exactly. They were bending to Cody's will. And this was at a time when they held all the cards. And the card was that TLC, there was going to be this money coming in, right? Via this TLC documentary or TLC series that they were going to do of their family.
right,
Well, this is the time that you tell Cody, look, you guys come together and say, I'm leaving. You all figure it out because I'm gone. I am out the door. How are you giving her 2 days? 2 days. What is this? You've already received your testimony. So that should be fine. And you stand your ground on that. She has to know, she has to be taught, she has to get used to polygamy lifestyle because remember, she's coming from a monogamy. She was doing monogamy with her husband. And so, you guys, this is the time that you all should have stood on business
right,
and threatened him with the fact that, hey, let's see how you're going to do TLC. Let's see how you're going to make this money because you all also are working, you're contributing to him. Now, let's see if Robyn is still going to want you when you don't have the TLC happening. Let's see if Robyn's going to want you when you don't have the money behind you to pay these bills.
right.
That's the time that they had. They had all the cards in their hand. Now, of course, if you do that, just know he will get back at you when he's standing properly on his feet. But at least then, you guys will not have had this lady come and just upend the family the way she did. Um, but yeah, anywho,
Yeah,
it's easy to be manipulated when, and remember, Christine was in a very vulnerable place. She was pregnant. Cody had been manipulating Mary to the point that Mary thinks this whole thing is her idea, and she feels like all three of them are in a relationship. Remember, she was saying that in Becoming Sister Wives, like it felt like she, Cody, and Robyn were a couple.
right. Yeah. I don't know where she
Oh,
got that
goodness
idea from
gracious.
because she definitely was the obstacle that was between them, and she was being used. Like I don't know what
Absolutely.
she was thinking.
Absolutely, absolutely. So anyhow, she says one day Cody, he comes, well, Robyn comes to see the family, and they're in Janelle's. They're meeting because Janelle had the bigger apartment because she had the 6 kids. So they're meeting at Janelle's apartment, in the living room there, and Cody comes in her room because she's crying, and she's just like, whatever, and she's telling him, he's in love with Robyn, and he's like, yeah, he is in love with Robyn and all this, and she's tearing up, and he comforts her, and she felt good that he came by. He left the party to come to the room and comfort her. And I'm just like, Christine, he did that because he knows that that probably turns Robyn on because she
Oh
has
my
tried
god.
to. I'm like, okay. Maybe. I mean, what do you all think? I mean, that's really why he did that.
Yeah.
He probably made a big to do, like stood up in front of everybody. I better go check on Christine, and then goes, checks on Christine, comes back. smiles and is just like, everybody needs time, it's tough. It's tough. And Robin looks like and starts crying, with her no tear self.
I know.
Actually, I looked at some videos of her early days. They were actual tears.
Really.
She teared up a lot. Yes, she teared up on cue. She teared up on cue. So I can see her crying and be like, "Oh my god, that's so sweet of you. Does she need me to go over there and talk to her?" And Cole's like, "No, you just stay here next to me."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, anyhow, she did say though, all of them fell in love with Robin initially.
Right.
She said her kids were very kind, so they just assumed that Robin must be kind as well. I thought the shade, Christine. Her
Shade.
kids were kind, so they assumed that Robin must be kind as well. I guess she found out that that's not the case. Anyhow, she said she hoped that Robin and her were gonna be besties, best friends, right?
Right.
And I said that was mistake number two. She said she found they thought that Robin was adorable, funny, cute, and young, and she seemed to need us. This divorcee with her three kids, single mother, right, seemed to need them. That was mistake number two. Thinking that Robin needed you all. She had her 5-year plan that cemented as a 10-year takeover. Okay? Yeah. She, I don't want to say played you all like a fiddle, but it's giving. So that was it. TLC show, 21 people, including Truly, on the way, and an incoming fourth wife. That was
Wow.
chapter 11, y'all.
So it seems like we're getting more into where they are, not currently, but where, we all kind of met them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting,
Yeah.
though, the whole thing about Robin. Hot, hot mess. I feel like the wives just weren't well equipped enough to know like how to handle it. Like I feel like Robin was she was a divorced woman, had 3 kids. She kind of already knew what she did and did not want, which is a huge difference from being, a young girl who's getting into polygamy. It's her first marriage. Like she kind of already knew how to play this, and I'm sure she did her research down to the bone. And I'm sure she was getting intel from Cody, who be talking like a sieve, and Mary, who was on the brink of divorce and was desperately trying to hold on to her marriage. Between those two, she had what she needed to snake her way into the
Yeah.
family.
She surely did. She surely did. Okay.
Like hot
Hmm.
mess. What? Yes, so TT. I look forward to seeing the rest of this book. We're almost halfway through with the book. Hopefully, we will try to finish it like within the first week of October after the new season of Sister Wives airs. But you guys get down in the comments and let us know what you guys think about these chapter reviews and what you guys think about the Robin and the way that she came into the family, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes, so
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
and share a comment down below. Bye.